All right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all can hear me well. I don't know if you can or not. We'll see what happens. This is my first live on this platform, by the way. Um, I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. You kind of see my surroundings. I did want to tell you about some testimonies. First of all, I thank God for being here where I am right now. As you can see the background, I'm here with my wife. We're at a beautiful, beautiful, look, beautiful. I'm going to just show you. Beautiful, beautiful restaurant in a place that's similar to Las Vegas. It's called China. Macau, China. My wife is over there eating. um, and so, of course, they have the fine dining table, of course. All right, and stuff. They're very nice. Very nice. Um, Beautiful. They had the Big Ben over there somewhere. I'm gonna see if y'all can see it right there. The Big Ben is over there, and then we got all this other stuff over here. But anyway, it's awesome, awesome place. Enjoying ourselves. It is a blessing that we're here because we almost didn't make it. And so I want to tell a testimony about that. But I would just want to say this. It is so important that we be thankful over the little things, just the little small victories, because the reality is if you be faithful over the little small victories, eventually it's going to turn into something else. I'm going to show you this food here. Look at this food. There is, this is some type of lobster here. There is meat in this thing right here. I don't know what in the world. Oh, Wagyu beef. Oh, yeah.
It's fried rice with
Anyway,
sausages.
this is,
On top
I don't
is
know what that thing is, but it's some meat in there. Good.
Thank you.
Wow. Anyway, so I'm thankful for that. Never eaten anything like that, but anyway, the bottom line is I'm very thankful. Oh, this is our guy, so just so you can see here. That's again. But being thankful of the small things always turns into something a lot bigger if you trust God. If you are a Christian, if you're a believer, don't take anything for granted. And the reason you don't want to do that is because if you take for granted the small victories in your life, number one, uh, you, you're not going to keep yourself in a mindset of thankfulness. You want to keep yourself in a mindset of thankfulness where you're thanking God for, it could be getting not getting a ticket. Somebody stops you, police stops you, wants to give you a ticket or something like that. And instead of them giving you a ticket, they give you a warning. Now, sometimes some folks have an attitude. They get stopped by the police and they feel like they need to get an attitude, for them even having the gall. Stop me. Why are you stopping me? No. See, we can't do that. We've got to operate in the fruit of the Spirit. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, about operating in the fruit of the Spirit, because when you operate in the fruit of the Spirit, you give the Lord the room to grant you with some unexpected favor, some unexpected knowledge, some knowledge that could help your situation. And that's exactly what happened to me that I'm going to tell you about. But if you give God thankfulness and praise in the small things, it will turn into big things. The Bible puts it like this. I wish I could put this on my screen. Let's see if I can. No, I can't. So we'll do that later. But it says, I think it's in Matthew or Luke. Let me see if I can find it here. It is in Matthew. It's Matthew 25 and 23. Matthew 25 and 23. And it says, he was talking to one of the servants. This was a story about the 5 talents, the 3 talents, or 2 talents, either 3 talents or 2 talents and the 1 talent. And the first 2 servants were faithful over the little that he gave them. And because they were faithful over that, he gave them a lot more. So the scripture goes like this, because you were faithful over the little things, I will make you ruler over the larger things. And so that's what we want to be about. We want to be faithful over the little things, because then if we're faithful over the little things, then guess what? Guess what? The much is going to come. But here's another aspect of it. You know, I've talked to you about Joshua 1 and 8, about Joshua 1 and 8 and how it talks about that this book of the law, meaning the Bible, should not depart from out of your mouth, but you'll meditate on it both day and night. And then he will make your way prosperous, or you will make your own way prosperous, and you will have good success. Why? You're going to have good success because you're meditating on the word, you're speaking the word, you're saying the word. You want prosperity, you want success. Guess what? That's what's going to come as a result of you going over the word and thinking on the things of God all day. There's another one. Psalms 37:4. Delight thyself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. So where does all that come in? How that works is this. If you're meditating on all of these good things like this, you're going to have the mindset and begin to develop the mindset of Christ. The Bible talks about renewing your mind. This is how you renew your mind. This is how you get the mindset of Christ. And so it's going to make you more aware, spiritually aware of things, spiritually aware of situations and circumstances, so that you can take advantage of opportunities that God will afford you. But here's the thing. If you're not renewing your mind, if you're not thanking him for the small victories, then guess what? You're not going to be aware. You're not going to put in this blessing where be faithful over few or little, and then he'll make you rule over much. You're losing out not being thankful for the little things, because it's not the big thing. Oh, I got a new car from my job, or whatever. But it doesn't have to be that. You don't need a new car from your job in order for you to be thankful. You know, to God for something. It can be like I said, it can be a good meal, like this meal here. This meal is very good. It's a good meal. Let me taste this other thing right here. Hold on. I just want some. My God. Like some type of lobster. Oh, wow. Very good. So, so the bottom line is, you want to be thankful for those little things. Just say thank God. Let's say thank God. It puts your mind in the mindset. You know what? God allowed this. God did this. God opened up this door. You have to be mindful of that. And so that's one of the things that I've really started to do and learned to start doing. And I thank God for the victories, because he certainly handed me a victory regarding this trip. We almost didn't make it. When the song said, never would have made it without you. I would have lost it. So look, we would have never made this trip if it wasn't for God. We wouldn't have made it. I'm telling you right now, because what had happened. So we were going to the airport. We were going to take my wife's nephew, our little nephew, to Disney World in Hong Kong. It's Hong Kong Disney World. You know, because we thought that would be nice and everything. And so we're going to take him to the Hong Kong trip in Disney World. Got everything together. And we're going to go to this place called Macau, which is, they call it East Las Vegas. It's East Las Vegas is what they call it. And so, anyway, so we go to the airport. We're doing our thing. So we got on a flight in Manila, or we were about to get on a flight in Manila. And before we could get through immigration starts asking us questions. Now, we had power of attorney. We had all of the papers that we thought were necessary to make it happen. We had permission, a notarized
No.
with attorney permission to take our little nephew with us. And we get to the gate. They're like, no, can't do it. And I mean, we came up with every argument because we had all the papers, we had passports, we had ID. They could have called the mother and she would have told them. And they were like, no. And some of them, the initial people that we got, they had some attitude with they were supposed to be helpful. I was like, can you give the supervisor? They weren't trying to hit at, but they finally got the supervisor. The supervisor was very nice. But when the lady was having the attitude and the final no came, it was a lot to keep my composure, because understand, I had spent a lot of money on hotels and tickets and all this stuff like this, and all of a sudden you're going to tell me, and this was for 3 people, you're going to tell me we can't go, we just kiss that money goodbye, because getting a refund on all of that, good luck. Good luck. And so, it was something else, man. And so, the flesh in me was like, man, I can't believe this, so stupid. You want to do all that. But I thank God for the fruit of the Spirit. Also thank God for the fruit of the Spirit of my wife, because she was over there getting mad. I could tell she was getting mad, but I stepped up and I kind of controlled the situation. And I thank God that I did operate the fruit of the Spirit, because, and by the way, for those of you that don't know, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, meekness, goodness, gentleness, long-suffering, temperance, self-control. Fruit, or the fruit of the Spirit. I think it can be found in Galatians as well. But I thank God that I operated in that, because what ended up happening, I was at peace. I let the peace of God rule in me richly during that time, and God showed me the way. He showed me how we could still go on that trip. Now, understand, the flight plans and the plans for the trip were basically, I would have to get everything done within 8 to 10 hours at the most in order for us to go. And understand, the mother, she was like hours and hours away in another province. And so it was a lot, but 8 to 10 hours had to get it done. But God showed me specifically what we needed to do to make that thing happen, and we put it into action, and it was close. I mean, we missed the deadline. We almost missed the deadline by like 15 minutes. I mean, seriously, if we, because we were trying to get one of the tickets to get my nephew's mother to Manila so that we could take the flight, because they said, hey, we can go on the flight if she goes with us. So we were trying to rush to get her there. That was the insight that God gave me. He said, just bring her up and go. But we only, like I said, 15 minutes for us to have everything connecting, get there in time, all that stuff like that, to where we don't lose all this money. And it was a wonderful trip. Just looking at my little nephew, I was like, man, we gotta take him to this, man. We can't have him missing this trip. You've been talking about Mickey Mouse the whole time. I want Mickey Mouse. All the stuff like this. I did not want to tell that boy, oh, we're not going to see Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is out. Didn't want that. So we attempted to fly the mother up. And the first time we tried to purchase the ticket, the doggone people that we purchased it through said that the ticket was purchased, but we never got the email saying, here's the ticket. So they hadn't gotten me the ticket. They just ridiculous. And so, like I said, I was in a 15-minute window where I had to get all the stuff done in order for her to get on the plane. 15 minutes. If I would have wasted any time at all, it would have been over. But thank God got that thing done, got the ticket purchased in time. Uh, she got here. She got to Manila in time and was ready to go. And we have experienced a wonderfully awesome trip. The rooms here are beautiful. This place, y'all, listen, it is just like Las Vegas. It might be, from the eye standpoint, more aesthetically beautiful. I mean, it is grand stores. Of course, you know how Las Vegas is. You have the shopping, almost like shopping malls within the hotels. They got that. They got indoor water parks, outdoor water parks, big man babies, all kind of stuff they got at these places. And so, very thankful to how God worked that out. And so we have to be mindful of that. And I gave God praise when He opened up that door for us with this situation. We gave God praise. But then He turned right back around and blessed us again. And that's, look, this is what I'm trying to tell you. If you continue to do this, this will be a continuation of you seeing God work in your life. You want to trust God. You want to have faith in God. So you need to acknowledge when you know that the situation wasn't supposed to work out and it worked out anyway. That just builds your faith, and then you utilize that testimony to tell other people. And so, like I said, I've gotten into a habit of that. So the next thing he did was we got here and we had to go, you know, it was extremely cold. You know, now in the Philippines, it's not cold like that. It's, you know, it's 80 degrees all the time. But here in Hong Kong during this time of year, extremely cold. And so we had to get some coats, man, because we can't be wearing no shorts and stuff around here. So we had to go and get our outfit. Plus, you know, because like I said, she was new on the trip. She wasn't supposed to be on the trip. And we had a dinner date that night. And so we only had like a couple of hours to get it. We went into town, and I was trying to spend a certain amount of money. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on it because we had already spent a lot of money, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So we get to the little market, and we're looking all around, and everything is high, just high. I'm like, kidding me? I'm not gonna. And it didn't look good. Now, if it was high and looked good, you know, we might make an exception. But this stuff was just basic stuff, and they charging crazy prices. And all of a sudden, I said, well, we need to get an umbrella because it was kind of raining out there. And I saw the umbrella for just a couple of bucks. I mean, it was real low price. I was like, okay, well, great. I told her to turn up the street. We ended up turning up that street and ended up immediately finding some beautiful, beautiful outfits. I found an outfit for my sister-in-law. Found an outfit, a beautiful coat. I mean, a nice coat. Y'all will see it in the pictures. For my wife, I'll probably include that in this live later. But bought a beautiful coat for her. Went with her outfit, just wonderful. I mean, everything matched the shoes, everything. And then what ended up happening is when we had been stopped at the place, because my legs were hurting and everything, just been walking around all day. The taxi guy that had dropped us off, had told us, you know, the taxi stand was way out of the way somewhere. So we had already walked a lot. So I was like, man, now we got to find this taxi cab. You know, I was just knowing it was going to be like 20-something, 30 minutes, you know, just to find a taxi cab. Because all this like a walking district, you know, there's no cars there. And so we turned right out of the store, we walked down, I would say maybe 10 feet, and boom, a taxi cab just drives right up. I put my hand out because I was not expecting him to stop per se, but I was going to at least try because sometimes, you know, these taxi cabs, they on their own little thing. But I put my hand up. It was a nice big taxi cab, and he stopped and he waited. I said, is that man actually waiting for us? I was like, let me get on over here. So I get on over there. He still had the door open. So I got in, and boom, we were out of there. So we were able to get everything done in time. I thank God for that, man. I thank God for that. Folks, we got to get into thanking God for the little things. We also should be a blessing to family as well, you know, and use it as a testimony. Let them know about the goodness of God, okay? Let them know, hey, they start thanking you. Oh, wow, thank you this on accident. No, thank God. Thank God. God is the reason for this. And so I would greatly encourage all of you. Let's start thanking God for the little things. If you thank God over the little things, He will make you ruler over the much. I love you all. Remember, the real fight is over the quitting. And oh, one more thing. When you meditate on this stuff like this, on the little small things, it helps with your identity too. It helps with your Christ identity because you know who you are and whose you are. Because you'll start looking at just little small things, think, oh man, look how much God loves me. Let's start doing this, man. God bless you all. I'll talk to you all a little bit later. Thank y'all for being here on my first live. I'm out. God bless. Bye.